tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Larson. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Better believe it.
First down. Larson. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Larson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
That's
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now let's go! 319! 319! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Fuck.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So out come the Falcons now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10. Off the play fake. Larson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off-play action. Larson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that's
This shit Melvin Ingram, baby. I love it.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Taylor. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Green, 39! Green!
Now Gordon on 1st down. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Pushes him over. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Fumble that bitch.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Larson. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
No, you ain't over there choking on something.
Watch it now, Marty!
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Come on, we need one more turnover, y'all.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
To throw again, Larson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set, 319, 319.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he went backwards. Going down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up in there into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing to start the drive. Larson. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Larson over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Watch it now, Marty. Marty. Watch it now, Marty. Marty.
Operating from the gun. Larson swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Back to throw. Larson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the bandit.
I just made him turn it over.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
44 on his first punt. This is a good kick as well. Returnable here from the 38. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Larson, 9 times left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Slime.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Ooh, what the smoke.
Watch it now, Marty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Cheating as the vote, just getting through my offensive line.
They're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, making the 24-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Gordon. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
96.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So we've reached halftime here in Carson with a... You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay.
Yeah,
in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do
just that. Start playing your defense. That shit was funny as hell.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
I was on his ass and then you start playing yours.
It's too bad, isn't it? Feeling pretty good about
it. I just traded Allen Robinson so I can fuck him up like I wanted to.
I'm trying to
The ball on his ass.
I didn't. I swear to God. What? Something about Vivi was crying about the defense?
Yeah.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And down he goes at the 20.
He started playing.
Pick up after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
You said what? But how you know I was only rushing 3? This the thing about it. Y'all don't even know what I'm doing. Tez called me and told me he think he know what I'm doing, but y'all don't even know what I'm doing with defense. So.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue.
Nigga, your running back had 150 yards. What are you talking about?
But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Gee, my man. Gee, that's the most yards somebody done ran on me all season. So what are you talking about? You better go check. So congratulations, my man. I don't know what you was crying for.
Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Think so.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Get the fuck out of here.
Brian Poole. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone!
Throwing on first down. Larson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Larson looking downfield for Jones. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Drop to throw. Right side complete to Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Leopard, Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And Allen's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it's his carry for Melvin Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go! Boom! Landed!
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle though. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Gordon. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis adds the PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
I don't want to go shoot or tomorrow.
On first down, Larson. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. They don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Detroit!
Off the play fake. Larson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Off play action. Larson. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll take it at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going.
Rolling,
But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
See, that made me think about Buck was playing for Jacksonville. And
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Buck was rolling.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Ready? All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
That's the tweaking shit I be doing.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Larson. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Larson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Play fake. Larson rolling to his right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Marty! Marty!
Yeah, you got me right there in our game, so.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Throwing on 1st down. Larson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play. And it's a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, good on the swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, you could play it
Another
to
scouting
like
report
40
on
for
him is that he
real.
doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down. Larson over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now, Green, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
How you been watching Alabama games, nigga? Their fucking rags get up to 24 miles per hour. You know what Tyreek
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
That one play he took up off the sideline, you could see that speed.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Gordon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Chargers on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 at a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Leopard. Set. Please.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Sturgis hung that one out to the right, off the mark. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over. Detroit. Hot.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us.
We started over and we already done.
Alongside Charles Davis, thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
What game? What game is watching? For Utah? Oh.
o'clock. Folks only win in the season. Jackson, come on, pick off of that 6, folks. Know what to do with the ball. Clear stay, folks. Nah, Luke, you ain't getting +1 on the celebration. Brian Allen. That's why I wanted you folks to pick him up on his own 24. So, I told you came to our game, G, my senior year. Yeah. Play receiver in my school. That's right. My aunt over that year, too. Folks was everything. Man. That shot, I don't know what he was. KD was crazy, too. I can't, boy. Oh. That motherfucker go in, he was lighting their ass up. But he liked it. Oh, it's a touchdown. Something you don't know. I might have just missed that field goal. No. Why nigga was about to be kicker of the year. My bad. No, it was gonna be. Well, you don't know it's 55-23 over here. Shit, he be playing though. He don't be. Or something like that. Some niggas just be trash and start just tanking after 2 games losing. But this nigga Agnew going nuts. Tackles and you know what? Oh, bogus for that. That was. But this boy. Brian Allen. Brian, what? Bruce, that's a. Oh. Fuck out here, yo. Oh, you wide open. Wide open. Buddy. No, not the American King. That nigga DeJuan called me and asked me for Raekwon Smith. I just hung up on folks.